Alright, Mike's Cortez Part 1. So you can see it needs a little bit of stuff here and there, but there's the new wheels. It's got my lights on up here. That goes all the way around the whole side. Generator out back here. It's a tool bin, all my extra stuff. I've got two hitches. That one's from a trailer. That one's for the bike rack. Let's see here. Here's the driver's side. And collect your vehicle plates. Moving around. This is where my outdoor, or used to be my indoor table, is going to hook there, and then it sits out here real nice. And then I've got my outlet there for the power during the breakfast months and stuff, or whatever. And then here's front end, the grill. Let's go ahead and go inside. Alright, modified the door so it lays flat. And coming inside, I've got some tools down here. This light is disconnected right now, but when I did the floor, this whole piece came out. But this is actually tools and junk and all that good stuff like that. It's easy accessible from outside. And this is one of the things I built so I can get into all my stuff from outside. As we walk in, take a look. There used to be benches here and the table and everything. Now it's all of our stuff. So you can either get to it from the top here. There's the side doors to get into it. You can get in from the front here. This one actually has a slide out drawer on it, so that way we can get into it. That was an old IKEA drawer that I used there. And all the way down to the bottom, there's some storage down below as well. There's my 455. Got some HEI there. Got some headers down below there. Some Edelbrock covers. I'm just trying to protect things so they don't burn up here. And then I've got a little stringy ding ding up here to hold it up. I'm just gonna tuck that right into here. And the covers come down. And this is my cockpit. So all the gauges work for the most part. Microwave just kind of lives there for while we're traveling. Got a seat out of a Volkswagen van again, or a Eurovan actually. Let's see, I got two of these still kind of in progress until I redo the ceiling, but they are a metal lid, so you can see it cuts out the light when it's not in use. And then I'm using the factory location here to have the fans going on and stuff, so I can have those up there. Regular stove to here, 3-burner. It's got the stove in there, a bunch of drawers for all the stuff. Vent from the furnace and the water tanks behind there. Back behind here is the inverter or converter and stuff in there. And down under here, of course, we got our Suburban furnace. It's chilling under here. Newer fridge here, freezer, all that good stuff like that. And then up above, got some storage. See the lights are on in here as well. And these are all powered off of my battery backup from my computer, so I can turn them all off from right here. If you have them turned on, then it also powers the strip right here. So we've got some power that will run throughout as well. I did some rewiring. There's my 12 volt now. It's just running off of those 3 circuits. I got some available that's up there still, but this whole thing is going to get redone. The whole kitchenette and everything is going to get redone pretty soon. Maybe rebuild the bins overhead as well. I do have the rooftop AC, so all the controls are up under here. And that AC up there, there's the vents. The vents work. The AC is not really turned on quite yet. But anyways, facing backwards, we've got all the factory drawers and cupboards and everything that run along the side. This folds down into a big California King mattress. So that has a board under here that flips over, sits down into this area, and kind of makes a little bridge right there. We got the storage all along the top on both sides. There's plenty of storage for all sorts of different stuff up there. Got some heaters. Got our magazine racks slash wine racks on either side. And of course our carbon monoxide up there. Come into the bathroom. There's the toilet. Since I redid the floor, toilet's nice and solid, which is really great. So I'm really happy about that. The cupboard in here, lock it down for travel. But we've got some drawers, so we got some places to put like our swimsuits and that kind of stuff like that while we're camping. We got places to hang stuff up, for towels and stuff up there, of course. This is our Kleenex box, so there's some Kleenexes in there, I believe. Another fan, just like I had up front. This one we left the LEDs on, so when we turn the light off, it glows all red at night. It's kind of fun. So it kind of turns it into like a submarine in here. So at night you can have the fan on and the red lights without having to turn the big light on. This light is actually just from, I think from Lowe's. I think it was like 12 bucks. Pretty good, like vintagey look with the pull string and everything, and you can actually have a little outlet on the side right there. It's kind of hard to see if there's an outlet on the side, but it's pretty cool. So you can see it now a little bit better underneath and all that good stuff. Medicine cabinet. Put all this in, put some rubber bands in here to keep stuff from sliding around while we're traveling and that sort of stuff. This is an oldie but goodie. I got this at a vintage, like second time around kind of a place downtown. Put all this stuff in from IKEA. New sink. And then put some storage down underneath here. You can see there's 2 shelves down there. There's also another little shelf. You can't really see it really well. It runs along here. It runs along the whole side and meets up over here with this shelf right over here. So this little area down here is kind of interesting. I redid the plumbing a bit. I've got some pictures where there used to be a big section of the floor where there was a P-trap from the shower. That came around and met up with the sink and also something else from the kitchen, from the bathroom sink, and then from here all came together and went down through that hole right there, which is the gray water bypass. So that bypasses the black tank, which I'm standing right above right now. So these 2 valves right here help divert the water from the kitchen, because best way to fill up your tank is, of course, doing your dishes while you're camping. So right now I've got it set up with this one closed and this one open. The water will basically stop right here and the rest of it will flow down, and it'll actually go directly under here. It's kind of hard to see, but that's the black tank vent goes down right here and goes all the way up the ceiling and all the way up across here and everything behind that little box in the corner. So right now I've got basically the water from the sink is actually dropping into the black tank. So I'm completely self-sustained off of the single tank. When we're camping and we have hookups, obviously I switch this one around to vertical to close that one and open this one, and then all the water then drains out into the sewer. We can use that also. I can close both of these off and I can back the water up intentionally down the pipe. So after I open up the black valve and shut that, of course leaving the hose hooked up, I can just open up this valve right here and all that water rushes in and washes out the hose, the sewer hoses. So anyways, this is my cupboard. All of this stuff is brought in from the old shelf. Those were the trim pieces from the shelf. I cut them down and kind of polished them up. You can see it's nice and shiny and everything right there. But anyways, some of the stuff I reuse, some of the stuff is new. This door is kind of a sliding barn door. It's in kind of travel mode right now, so you can kind of unlock that, and this closes and locks up right here. Pretty nice and easy. Gives you some room still, the knees and all that good stuff like that. You got a little trim across the bottom. So that closes, and you can see on the back side of this, I put some old maps. These are all the old maps that were in my glove box when I got the RV. So I just kind of hodgepodge, Mod Podge, or whatever you call it. Premiere and all that good stuff like that up on the side. So there is that. I'm going to turn this off here really quick. All right. So this is the interior of the RV. All these little lights and everything still work. So we still have our little flexible reading lights for reading and doing that sort of stuff like that. There's one on either side. There's one over here too. Independently switchable speakers, so they can turn off the speakers in the back while we're traveling. And otherwise, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoy the little tour of Mike's RV, and that will conclude our tour for the day.